Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Rose Cottage Acres. We've been working hard all weekend on getting a bunch of projects done, and I thought I'd show you around and you can see what we've gotten done.
Do you want to give a tour of your new space? Do you? Oh my goodness. Okay. Very excited about touring the new space for everyone. All right, let's go. Right, there's our mini spool that we like to sit on. And there's the baby area, all freshly painted and hay rack hung in case we ever need it. I will have to install still some kind of a sleeping loft. And here we have 3 feeders for baby goats that don't like to eat hay. And their sleep bench. This is their favorite spot. And the corner hay rack. So they're all settled in and pretty happy. Going to give them a little treat. Some of us get confused and forget we have our own space. Right, and as you can see, they really love being here in their digs here, and some of us are being greedy. Todd Trouble's happy he just wagged his tail. Poor Dot. Hey, poor Dahlia. Poor Dahlia always gets pushed out, don't you, Dahlia? There's more in the end bin, Dahlia. Try the end bin. There you go. Hey, Dot. What do you guys think? They love it. They love their space. So I left the artwork up on the wall because I thought it was kind of cute. This was from the former owner. He had served and had put that up. So we left it. Yep. Very quiet goats.
So now let's take a quick look at the feed shed while they're occupied.
Oh, they weren't occupied long enough. I'm not the only one looking. No. So anyway, we've got the alfalfa, the other pellets, storage, and lots of hay. Trouble is going to go try to beat the hay to death now, because that's his thing. They're like, what happened in here? They put all the food in here, guys. What do you think? Took me forever to sweep it clean, and then we dragged the hay across and it got all dirty again. Oh well. It's really nice to have a dedicated storage space though for everything. I mean, I have extra room. If I find a good sale on hay, we can stock up. I have the hay, you can't actually tell because the hay bales are kind of flopping over a little bit, but I have the hay on little wooden racks to keep them off the floor and have a little circulation. Oh look, they're bored with this space. They don't like it now. But yeah, took a while to get done, but I'm really excited. I finally got everything nicely organized. And just in the nick of time because we just had to knock another wasp nest off right there by the door handle. How inconvenient was that? So this is the space where I was pasture raising the Americanas. I've decided to end that experiment. I lost one of them to a fox. I don't know if she flew over or the fox got in somehow. But my neighbor actually saw what they called a little brown dog carry her off into the woods. I've decided, to cut my losses there before we lose any more of those beautiful, beautiful birds. And I sold them to somebody who has a huge 30 by 30 run and then can free range them through most of the day, and is in another area where I guess there isn't as much predator pressure as there is here. I mean, I'm right there. Right there's the woods. And then like 6/10 of a mile away or even less is Bainbridge, which is acres and acres of woods. So it's a lot of wildlife around here. And I decided instead I'd come out. I planted some more dark green zucchini, a little dill for bouquets, and I put in an 8-ball zucchini. Now I'm growing these guys on a trellis because you can, and over in the other garden, they're just going crazy. So I decided to try trellising these guys. So eventually I'm hoping to turn this space into a little food forest. I was super excited when I saw that space over in Haverty Grace and started thinking about doing something like that here on this property. I do have the 2 berms over here that have nut trees and fruit trees on them, but they're a little small scale. This will be a chance to do a much bigger little food forest garden. Can you have a much bigger little food forest garden? I don't know what that was. Anyway, I'm looking at this space and it looks like I can fit quite a few trees in here and have maybe a big nut tree at the very back corner and a lot of fruit and nut trees and shrubs underneath. So it's pretty exciting. I already actually have 2 trees here to start. Here's my dwarf everbearing mulberry. It's doing really well. It was one of the little twigs I got from Baker Creek, and as you can see, it's already doubled in size and is leafed out pretty nicely. And then this is a Nanking cherry. So it's a shrub cherry, good for jellies and things like that. So they'll be kind of the start. They are kind of bush height. So back here in the back, I'm thinking maybe a pecan. I may not live here long enough to see it because it could take up to 20 years. I mean, it's definitely a substantial investment, but I think planting trees is an investment in the future for everybody. I still have to take this tarp down. It was a shade tarp. I have half of it down. I have to cut the other half down. Anyway, when you plant a tree, it's not just for you, it's for future generations. So even if I decide to move sometime in the next decade or so, this will be here for the family that comes after me. And it's kind of exciting to think about someone else enjoying a huge abundance from things you've put in. Now the way I'm going to go about it is I'm going to get fallen leaves this fall and I'm going to spread them, chop them with the lawnmower and spread them all through here. Maybe half broken down compost, just kind of to mimic the feel of the forest floor. And then around each tree, I'm going to put some low growing perennials that will help feed them, fix nitrogen, draw nutrients from the earth. So things like comfrey are good. I like rhubarb because then you can make rhubarb jam with it. But different things that will definitely help the tree be healthy and thrive. So that's kind of the idea of the food forest. Poppy, sit. Poppy, do you remember how to sit? Oh, she doesn't remember how to sit. Hey, Lacy. You want to show off your tricks? Lacy's super smart. Lacy, Lacy, sit. Good dog. Lacy, sit. Good dog. Shake hands. Good dog. Can you lay down with Poppy there being a shark? Lay down. Good dog. Oh, she's so smart. Poppy is aspiring to be as smart as Lacy. She's working on it. She's got her sit when I have a treat. Poppy's trying to be as smart as you, isn't she, Lacy? So that's about it. Hopefully everything works out and we have a really great food forest in a couple of years. I'm excited to start working on it and hopefully the goats work out well with this new setup. See you next episode.